This is DJ Wolf Live. Good morning, guys. Out here in the DMV on the dreary, slightly snowy December 11th, 2019. Let me see here. I'm going to adjust my setting here. All right, I think that's better. But anyway, come on, man. I'm trying to adjust my setting here so you guys can hear me better. All right, there we go. All right. Just wanted to talk about one thing I thought about. Love. The one thing I can honestly say about Christmas that I do like is that it's kind of like a Valentine's Day for family. The expression of Christmas is joy and love and peace. And those are the three things that I always seek. Not just on Christmas, but every day. Joy, love, and peace. You know? The true meaning of Christmas to me is just that. Joy, love, and peace. The birth of Jesus Christ on December 25th, as observed, is all about that. When God blessed Mary and Joseph with a baby, the baby Jesus, that's what it was all about. It brought joy to the tens of thousands in Jerusalem. It brought peace among the people. And it brought love to the spirit of people from the birth of Christ. And also hope for a brighter future. It does sound a little preachy, but that's what I've always felt about the real meaning of Christmas. And I thought about that and how it kind of like, when I think about my family, and like how most people should think about their families. And I'm talking about my family. Let's put it like this. My family. Alright. I think about that. The joy and love and peace that my family down here brings me every time we get together. And it's the same thing with my church family. I feel the same way, man. The joy and love and peace and the camaraderie that we have for each other, man. That's the kind of thing I seek every day. Even when on the job, same thing. I seek a lot of that. Well, let's put it like this. We have peace. But I do seek a lot of that, man, because I think there's not a lot of love, joy, and peace in the world. It's not. This world it's forever evolving into hedonism to me because of the things that's going on with WS, in this country. It's a lot of it. And we talk about Trump. Trump right now is facing 2 articles of impeachment as we speak. No surprise there. Hopefully it'll stick. We don't know. But I will say this. He is evil that has to be confronted by his constituents. Has to be. Because I know most of us in this country want nothing more than joy, love, and peace. The commercialization of Christmas doesn't provide that. Matter of fact, I just last week I found out that people were still fighting over during holiday shopping at the malls. It was the people still fighting. Don't hear a lot about it because I guess a lot of it ain't going on like it had been, thank God. But there was some skirmishes that did happen recently. I was like, are you kidding me? You know, I told you guys about the story when I went to about 10 years ago. I went to a Best Buy at 5 o'clock in the morning. I didn't buy anything. I just went to go see what they had. And people were losing their minds. Some people like to ran me over. I mean, literally run into me to try to get to a latest gift because they were so excited about the gift. You know, I understand being excited about the gift to get to somebody, but is it that serious where you just didn't have a problem running into somebody because you're excited? You know, I think this year, if I do anything, I may just give some gift cards and call it the season, man. I'm not going to go into all that, you know. I'll give them a card and a gift card. Matter of fact, we haven't even made our cards out yet. I know our Christmas cards for our church family is due in a couple of weeks. And I'm going to try to send some of my family members Christmas cards, I guess. To my outside of here. That's another story. You know. But I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to go into all of that, you know, buying gifts. I'm not doing a whole lot of gift buying this year. I'm not. That was one of the things we talked about. I'm not even sure what to give my own family, to tell you the truth. You know. But I'm going to do it with some thought behind it. And based on what's really needed for them. You know, will it be the thought that counts? Based on something that I know that they would need or could really use. Not nothing frivolous. You know. But nevertheless, I just wanted to put that thought to your minds, guys. You know, the main thing is joy, love, and peace in the world. And there's not enough of it. Considering that, you know, and I talked about coming from a dysfunctional family in Cleveland, man. We did have a lot of love. We did have some joy. And we did have some peace. But maybe it wasn't because I didn't see as much peace as I thought it would be. But that's another story. But the thing of it was that I learned from that. I learned that, hey, as a head of household, you don't have to be an asshole to have joy, love, and peace in your household. You know, I learned that you can talk to people peacefully without shouting at them or degrading them or putting them down. I learned that. All you need is love. I can honestly say that. I think as long as I've been married, coming up on this week will be 28 years. And I've learned being married to who I've been married to, because we went through all of that. We went through the shouting matches. We went through the cursing out, damn near fighting. I'll admit to that. But I've noticed in the last 18 years as well, I'll say the last almost 20 years, or roughly 20 years, that we didn't need to do all that. All we needed was love. All we needed was peace and the joy. And it did, and I can honestly say, it did bring us closer together. You know. And I was thinking about that this morning. How much of a joy it is to have been married as long as I've been. And to have that love and that peace that I never had when I lived at home. It's truly a joy. It is truly a joy. You know, I never had that. You know, I understand that, of course, you man a house and certain things got to get done. You have to get certain things to get across to people. but it's the way you do it. You know, you don't put hands on nobody. That's the one thing I've never actually done. Matter of fact, all of my years being married, 28 years, I never physically ever tried to be violent towards my wife. I've never done that, and I never will, because I love her and she loves me. It trips me out that people, you got some of these people who've been married like 2 years. I give you an example. Was it Nick Lachey and Jessica Simpson, when they were married, trying to put a book out about marriage, about how to, do this and that. And I was thinking at the time, I was married longer than them then. I was alright. I think I was been married about 10 years or something like that. But at the time when they had the show out, they put a book out about marriage, about relationship marriage. Hey, shut up. Y'all guys y'all were still newlyweds when you put the damn book out. How the hell you gonna tell somebody how to be married? Fuck out of here. I've been married almost 3 decades. I can tell you first up front on what you need to do and what you don't need to do. And I'll say this. To maintain the joy and love, peace of a relationship, this comes from a guy who's been in a relationship a very long time and been in other relationships prior to. You have to maintain a friendship. You have to. What good are you as a husband and wife if the relationship is always 60-40 or 70-30? You have to maintain a relationship where you are as friends as well as lovers. You have to. And I think that's the key. If there's anything that could take from somebody who's been married almost 30 years, you have to maintain a friendship. You have to be willing to discuss the things you need to take care of in your marriage and in your household and blah, blah, blah. And not put your business on the street. Keep it between the marriage and nothing else. That's how you maintain stability in the relationship. People don't learn that. Be slow to anger. And not even to cuss out or cuss at your significant other. That's what maintains a good, healthy marriage. And to keep the love there. You don't have to make love every night to say y'all love each other. The marriage ain't about just making love. There's more to it. You have to want that love, for a genuine love for that person anyway, to even get to that point. But you always have to maintain that strong love for that person. Someone you really care about and that cares about you. Mistakes that a lot of people make before they even get to that point. I'm talking about before they even think about getting married. They try to get involved with a person who they think love them, instead of really knowing about that person, the ins and outs and do's and don'ts, and they get really serious about that person before you even get to that point and turn around and they have a kid completely out of wedlock. And then they keep searching for the same type of dudes, but they don't look for anything different about the type of person or woman. They don't look for anything different from what they had before, so they can have a better relationship. But by the same token, and I always say this, if you're looking to have something better than what you had before, you have to be right within yourself. You ain't gonna find anything right if you ain't right. Especially if you're looking for the same type of thing. In other words, if you want to establish a good relationship with somebody, you have to be right yourself. And then you have to look for that right person, the like-minded person, like yourself. But you gotta be right within yourself to make sure you have to find the right type of relationship. Because if you're looking for the same old stuff that you had before, it ain't gonna do you no good. That's the other thing that helped me maintain a healthy relationship. Somebody who really wants to do something with their life. They want something other than just a relationship. You know? And a marriage is an investment. It ain't just a relationship. It is an investment on your life. That's part of your life. It's a big part of your life. You know? If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. But to maintain it, you have to maintain the love. I'm going to say that right up front. A lot of people lose out on relationships because the love is lackluster. I just found out that a relative of mine, at least I was told, I just found this out yesterday, committed suicide after they found out their significant other left them. And that same relative had told me many years ago that they had problems in the relationship then. It was 16 years ago. They told me they were having issues. Almost 15 years ago. Sorry. And when they told me, when I was told by my mom what happened, that didn't completely surprise me. I said, well, damn, no wonder. Because he had told me a long time ago they were having problems. And said the other left them. Sometime after that, they decided to commit suicide. But I remember when we talked, and he was saying that they were kind of like swingers, you know. And I said, "Oh boy, that's a bad sign." And you trying to still stay married? That's not good. It's not going to bode well. And I was saying that then. I didn't know if they were still married now, but apparently at this point they're not. Made me pretty sad when I found out too. I said, "Oh man." You know. But that's the point I'm trying to say. Maintain it as you guys are one to the other. Like peanut butter and jelly. You know. Like the air you breathe. You know? That's what real relationships are about. Not about no in-between. Not no filler. It's just one with the other. And one within the other. You know? That's what brings the joy, love, and peace. That's what keeps it there, especially within relationships that are genuine. All right, guys. Well, that's all I had to say about it. That's my take on part of the Christmas spirit. It is a part of Christmas, but that's really about the real what Christmas really means to me in general, not just with relationships, one-on-one love relationships, but relationships with people in general. That's what it's all about. DJ Wolf, I'm out.